Good morning, you guys. Welcome back to my channel. I'm sorry I am not talking very loudly. There are just not very many people at school. It's about 8 a.m. and it's like dead silent. But as you can see, I am in my classroom and it feels like a dream. Like walking into this room was just bizarre, but I am here today just to do student belongings, to pack up their things into bags so that they can pick them up next week. So that is my first and only really priority for the day. We're going to be packing up our rooms next week, so don't have to worry too much about that today. But oh my, I didn't think I was going to be like upset at all by this, but I thought I had had enough time to process. It's just weird, very weird. Ironically, today is Friday, so at least I got that right. Okay, and now that I have kind of taken a few minutes to just sit and feel the feels and look at everything, just because it's just such I feel like it's like a treat for me to even be here and to see my classroom in person. It's just it's amazing. I've missed this place so much, so I've literally just been sitting probably for 5 minutes just staring at it all, but now it's time to get started. So I am going to start setting up their bags and then putting in all of the things. I have to even just think of all of the things. I should have done this ahead of time, but all of the things that I need to include, things like their journals, their foundations materials, notebooks, and things like that. I guess we'll get started. Quickly, I wanted to show you what I am getting started with. So I asked on my Facebook before the school year started for sponsors for books for my kids every month all school year. So what I am doing for their end of the year gift is giving them the rest of the months that I didn't get to give them because we didn't know to do that. But I have this little tag and I'll link it down below. It says, "This year was one for the books. Love, Miss Barnard." So yeah, that's their gift. I really just like the thought of giving them some books to read over summer. I have their last month is kind of differentiated. There were 3 different books that I chose. There was a Pinkalicious book, Big Shark, Little Shark, and then a early chapter book. And I thought this one was cool because it's called The Best Seat in Second Grade, but I just wanted to have a book that would be a good fit for them. So anyways, I was cutting some string, that way I could tie the little tags on to all of them before I put them into their bags. But I'm actually going to pop down to my administration's office to sign my letter of intent for next year. So I'm gonna go do that and then I'll be right back. I lied. Now I'm ready to go down to my administration's office. Gotta be prepared. I'm back in my classroom with some disappointing news. I didn't realize that so many of the bracelets I had sent out during the first week of this whole thing when I was back home in Florida, so many of them got returned to the return address, and I put the school's address because I didn't, want to put my personal address, but I ended up getting 12 of the 18 back. So only about 30% of them actually arrived at their destination. So I have all of them here. And what I'll do is I'll just put those in their end of the year bags, but it's just kind of a bummer. I didn't realize that so many of them didn't go through. I used all the addresses that we have on file for them, so it's a little alarming. But anyways, now I'm just gonna get back to packing belongings. I'm gonna just keep going with the books and tying the different sets together for each child. I forgot to mention I did sign a note in their personalized summer book, just a personal note about the year and that I'll always be in their corner. Love, Miss Barnard, first grade, 1920, just so they have that handwritten note from me. So anyways, I'm gonna get back to tying up and stacking their individual sets of books. And then once I have that done, I think what I'm gonna do is lay out like piles on the front carpet of every kid's stuff, and then just put it in a bag, put it aside, put it in a bag, put it aside. Honestly, I don't think this is gonna take me until 2, which is as late as I'm allowed to stay. I think I'll be done with student belongings in the next like hour and a half. And in that case, I guess I'm gonna get started on some other things, but we'll see. Putting the cart ahead of the horse here. Okay, all of the book sets are put together. The way that I had them organized is that I had the individualized books stacked in their alphabetical order. So I use student numbers, and it just honestly makes every single thing in your life easier. If you are going into your first year, number your kids. It's just so easy. So anyways, all of the books were different, but they were in number orders. After I signed them, I put them that way, so then I can just like keep them in order, so that way when I'm like taking these and dropping them into bags, I'll just go in order and I'll know whose book is whose, even though I can't like open the front cover to see whose name I wrote in them. So little life hack. But anyways, for some reason there was an extra one of this book. I think by this point in the year, when I placed orders for dollar books on Scholastic, I had gotten so many new kids that I was just terrified that I like wasn't gonna have enough, so I started to order extras of the books, which is why I ended up with an extra. But I'll just add this to my February book bucket, like read aloud bucket. But anyways, now I am going to staple their little, I can't show them to you because they have student names, but they're like little place card, name card things onto the outside of the bags that I have. That way I can like set the bags up, and then I'll start to make all those piles, like I said, of their journals, their workbooks, their popsicle sticks, I guess, literally everything. So let's get to work. All of the bags now have their names on them. I realized I can't insert a picture of the ones from my bags because they have student first names, but I will insert a picture of like the preview image from TPT right here. I'm pretty sure that the book tags and these bag tags were in the same like bundle purchase. I'll be sure of that and let you know down in the description box. But anyways, all the bags are set up now on the front carpet. I have some workbooks for making meeting, our reading curriculum, and I'm just gonna start building their piles in front of their bags. And then once everyone has everything laid out, stacked in front of the bags, then I'll go and put everything into the bag. I just like to be sure that they're all getting everything and I'm not like overlooking anything. So now it's time to start going through stuff, and it's only 9:20, so we're making good time. Okay, all of the like workbooks, journals, big items are stacked in front of their bags. I was just looking through the closet to make sure no one left any like jackets or anything. Fortunately, I don't have any lunch boxes. That would have probably smelled. But now there is some work hanging in the hallway, and then some student work in our like send it home basket. Just like bigger writing crafts, which I'm glad to have some of those to send now, but I really wish, note to self, I wish that I had compiled a sort of like portfolio from the year, and their writing journals sort of serve that purpose, but I think that's something I'll definitely do in my second year because I'm feeling kind of empty-handed. I wish I had some sort of like big stack of stuff to send home to them, but it's my first year. I didn't know to keep it and can't do it after the fact. So anyways, I'm gonna go get the work out of the hallway, and then I'll start laying the work out as well. And I'm starting to get hot now that it's getting a little later. That's why I got here as early as possible. If you weren't here for my classroom setup series, there is no AC. So it gets really, really hot in here. Silver lining blessing of digital learning right now is that we're not in this room melting, because in the beginning of the year when we started school, our crayons were melting. So anyways, it's about to get toasty in here. I'm about to get sweaty. Just you've all been warned. Let me go get their work from the hallway. Okay, all of their bags are laid out across the front, and everything that belongs to them is stacked in front of their bag. So I ended up adding their popsicle sticks from when I call people to take turns, their clips that have their name on them, not from a clip chart, from our job chart that I move around every week, their books, their student of the week pictures. So when there were student of the week, and they all have been student of the week by this point in the year, I take a picture and I like blow it up and put it in our window. So I went ahead and added those so that way they could have their picture. And some juice pouches, because I found like random Capri Suns unopened in my closet, and I had exactly 18 for my 18 kiddos, so they'll each get a little Capri Sun. So anyways, now I am going to put the things into the bags and get them lined up. Alrighty, it is now 11:45. My phone died, but luckily I learned my lesson over summer that vlogging while I'm in the classroom for hours kills my phone battery, so I have a charger here with me. I just charged it up, but I have all of the bags over by our fire exit because that's where they asked us to place them. And then I brought in, let me see if I can show you. Well, you can't really see them because of the light. I have these big storage containers that I got at Target. I think they're the Bella brand. They're like pink with polka dots, which I thought was cute. But I'm hoping to use like some of them for pillows and book buddies, maybe use another one for books, another one for like my desk area things. That way I have like big cohesive tubs that I can just pull out and put everything back in its place when we set back up after summer. So I got those out of my car and brought them in. And then I also was just going through this closet and just collecting all of the things that belong to our paraprofessional that worked with us this year in our classroom. Obviously she isn't guaranteed to be in this room next year, so I gathered her things and put them into that big Bath & Body Works tote bag for her so that she can come pick up those as well. And she asked me to do that. Just disclaimer, I did not like touch her things on my own volition. She asked me to, so there's that. But anyways, now like I said, it's about 11:45. We're only allowed to stay until 2. I think what I'll do is maybe put like all of the soft things into one of the big containers, like the pillows, book buddies, my little like poppy stuffed animals I have around the room, and then start putting the containers like in this closet. And then I honestly will probably go before 2, because next week we can come in any day between generally 8 and 2 to clean up, like pack up our rooms. And I want to like I said, get like the soft things packed into that tub, but then I want to look around and try to like make a plan now that I know like how much time I'll have and like what the steps are, I guess, for cleaning up your room. And I also want to make a plan of like things to take pictures of or show y'all next week before I like take them down for the year. So that includes behavior management, so don't worry, I have a lot of questions about that, and centers as well, so I'll show you that next week as well. But for right now, let me get all of my soft things into one of those tubs. Well, you guys, I really tried to fit all of the things into one of these, but as you can see, it is a tight squeeze. That poor pencil pillow is squished as all get out. The lid is like warped. The container is warped. Honestly, I don't think I care. I think I'll probably put it in a closet like this and then put a heavy one on top of it that will then flatten it out. I wish I had like space bags and a vacuum cleaner that I could like the pillows, because when they came to me, they were like flat, but that's okay. I'm just gonna move this into the closet. Oh, my trolls didn't fit, so I'll just put those on top for now. But honestly, I'm gonna put this in the closet just to feel like I started like the breakdown process. Then I'm gonna sit down and try to make like a list for next week of like what I'm gonna do each day. And then I have one more project I wanna work on today that I just spied. Alrighty, you guys. Oh my gosh. Oh, one second. Well, my O is barely hanging on there. But anyways, I am at my small group table right now, and let me show you the project that I want to work on that is actually driving me insane. I got these apples from the Target dollar spot. Never again. Do you see how ratchet they look and how hard they are to get off of the table after little fingers have picked at them all school year? So I bought these tools. Let me show you my tools for classroom takedown. I have this in 3 colors. I bought 3 of them because they were a 3-pack. It's just like a scraper tool. This was recommended by Hillary at Teaching Without Frills on Instagram. I'll link it in my Amazon storefront if you're interested in little scrapers. I've been trying to use this one to get the green apple going, and it's really working. The damage that I did to it before took me like 30 minutes using scissors and my fingernails before school was over. So these, much better. I have this, which is a magnetic wand. I think it's for like bingo chips, but I'm going to use it to like pick up staples and stuff that fall, so I can just go like this and they'll all stick to it. And then I also got this, which is a staple remover that is also magnetic. So like if you can see, there's like a little hole like right here and right here on either side, and so you slide it under the staple and then it stays on here because it's magnetized. So I have these tools, but I won't need these probably until next week. However, these little scrapers, oh, there's the other one. My little scrapers are about to get put to good use on these apples. I'm gonna see how long this takes me. You guys are gonna watch it in like super fast mode, but this is not gonna be fun. I just scraped one of the apples off, the green one, because I had already like scored that one, so it was driving me crazy, and it took me 8 minutes, which means that the rest of them I'll probably be here for another 30 minutes or so, which is annoying, but I just want to get these off because it's a headache and I know that they need to come off before next year. So I'm going to get these off, and I might do one more thing. I'm starting to think maybe I will just stay as long as I can today to get stuff done, and then I can kind of like regroup when I get home about what to do, what my plan is for next week. Alrighty, the green one, the blue one, the yellow one, last one. It's now like 12:30, so I am pretty sick of scraping apples, but you know what? You gotta do what you gotta do. We're gonna keep going. I got my arm workout only on my right side, so my guns are popping. Anyways, last apple, here we go. Okay, the apples are all scraped and my hand has been hurting, but I thought that was just because I was like pushing really hard, and I'm not going to show y'all because it's gross, but I just looked down and there is a huge blister on my finger from that experience that just ripped off of my finger. So what a fun time. But anyways, the other thing that I thought I might want to get done today is putting my room number on all of my chairs and tables, but I think I'm just gonna wait until Monday. Like I said, I want to kind of like organize my thoughts. I'm so sorry I keep going like back and forth and scatterbrained and all over the place, but similar to my classroom setup series, if you watch that, this is my first time doing this. It's my first time closing down a classroom, so I kind of want to just like take a breather, talk through things with you guys like I did in those videos. Sorry friends, someone popped into my room. It was actually one of our custodians who just made me so happy to see him. He's such a just ray of sunshine, so that was awesome. But then he also brought the new head custodian and introduced him because our head custodian actually got a new position. So we have a new one and he is amazing too. So that was just, you know, a happy moment. I did have my mask on when they were in here, just so you guys know. I know it's a very sensitive subject. But anyways, so yeah, and now it is about 1 o'clock. And I'm just gonna go. I'm not gonna try to do the chairs. I'm not gonna try to get myself into any more big projects. I see it now. I know like the different areas I think that I want to work on each day next week. And oh, one more thing. I was checking my mailbox and I found that I have my autism shirt. So our school actually did an order for Autism Awareness Month that had our school name on it. That's why I'm not holding it up to show you guys, but I'll just tell you. And she has already come in to do her like student belongings day, the teacher who did the order. And it was in my mailbox since we obviously weren't here when she was going to distribute them originally. She did it kind of after the fact when she came in for her day. So that was just a really nice surprise. But anyways, I think I'm going to head to Chick-fil-A, and I might catch up with you guys when I get there. Y'all, I know what you're thinking. And no, this is not the Chick-fil-A drive-thru where I said I would check in with you. I got my Chick-fil-A and I drove home. let's have a little story time. I really need to calm down. Things are okay. I'm okay. I was just eating my spicy chicken sandwich, no pickles with buffalo sauce, and a freaking baby tarantula looking spider jumped off of my shirt. So it was on my shirt. I was literally eating the Lord's chicken and the devil was on my shirt. Oh my gosh, y'all, I swear, every time like my hair tickles me, I'm not good. I'm not okay. I need to go shower. I need to end this vlog and I need to go shower. I'm sorry. I am not okay. But I am going to end the vlog so that I can go shower. Thank you guys for watching day 1 of my classroom. What am I going to call this? It's not a classroom setup series. My classroom cleanup series. Duh, that was very obvious. I don't know why it took me so long to figure that out. Classroom cleanup series, day 1, student belongings, check, we did it. So starting Monday, I will be going in to actually like clean up, break down, and organize the classroom for summer and then eventually for next year. So anyways, I will see you guys in the next one. Thank you so much for being here. Some of y'all have literally been here since the setup series, and now you're watching me clean up my room at the end of my first year, which is just insane. So if that is you, let me know down below because that's amazing. Please comment so that we can hang out and talk in the comment section. But I love y'all, and I will see you in the next one.